Hey traders, Akil Stokes here, and want to take a few minutes to share with you a trading opportunity that we looked at in our live trading session today. Now, this didn't end up being a trade that we were actually able to take, but nonetheless, I do think it's very important that you understand and really get a chance to see the process in which I go through when looking for trading opportunities. And a simple mistake that many new traders make is they go into the charts only looking for the trade and not looking to do analysis. My mindset and my approach is the exact opposite. I go into the chart not looking for trading opportunities, but looking to perform good analysis and really having trust in the fact that if I perform good analysis, I will then find good trading opportunities. So take a look at this trade. As always, like, share, subscribe, and hope you guys enjoy. So does that make sense though, guys? How the whole idea for this came off the higher time frames? Right? What was the first thing that we saw when we looked at the daily? Right? Do you guys remember? We looked at the rejection of this previous level of resistance, right? We looked at our red DSR level. We saw the candle that probed previous structure highs and got rejected. We then followed that up with what? Come on. I'm asking you the question. Yep. Not rhetorical. I want an answer. What do we follow that up with? Starts with an L, ends with a C, 3 in the middle. Yeah, no question mark, Lee. Don't say lower close. Question mark? Be confident. That's the one rule I have here in the live room, guys. Be confident. Whether you're right or wrong, right? If you're going to be wrong, be confidently wrong. That's I tell that to the track and field athletes I coach as well. If you're going to be wrong, just be confidently wrong, right? Don't go into something kind of on the fence. You go in all in, right? Lower low, lower close, right? There's no subjectivity about this. There's a lot of subjectivity in trading. There's no subjectivity about this being a lower close. Am I right? 100 out of 100 traders have to agree. You can't do that with everything, unfortunately. But in this case, 100 traders out of 100 traders have to agree. So know these principles, know these L3Cs and H3Cs and know what they mean. So we looked at that. That right there told me to expect a continuation lower. Not to expect, but that we could have a continuation lower to our previous level of support, which we're looking at around, what, 150 50s, 150 30s, somewhere around there. So I'm not trading off the daily chart. Right? I'm not placing any trades, but I do this as part of my analysis because I want perspective. I want to have an idea on what the market has done, what the market is doing, and that allows me to create a theory, create a prediction on what I think the market is likely to do next. This is that IPDE process, right? And then we just took that, right? And we went down lower and lower and lower, went down through different time frames, and we finally got to the 15. And on the 15, right, by the time we got to the 15, we found a few opportunities. But when we came down to the chart, what were we looking for? Were we looking for buying opportunities? Were we looking for selling opportunities? What were we looking for when we came down? Selling opportunities. And why were we looking for selling opportunities? Because we've told ourselves, right, when we identify and predict it, the first half of our analysis, we told ourselves this is the side of the market we want to concentrate on. We want to waste zero energy, right, looking for buying opportunities. I'll tell you what happens. We only have a certain amount of energy, right? I always picture our energy level. This goes for trading, this goes for life. Our energy level, picture like the old school video games where the fighting games, where you have that big energy bar at the top, and every time your opponent hits you, it goes down a little bit, right? That's our energy. And it's up to us on what we want to spend that energy on. And again, in life, this is even bigger. This goes for, well, I'll tell you the conversation later. But in trading, if we're spending half our energy looking for buying opportunities, how much of our energy are we spending looking for selling opportunities? Half, right? Now, if we were to shift that and we were to spend 100% of our energy looking for selling opportunities, do you think that increases our chances of finding something? You think that increases or decreases our chances of finding something? It increases our chances. We have a better opportunity of finding a selling opportunity because all of our energy is devoted to doing so. This is called confirmation bias, and confirmation bias can be a very negative thing as well. So it all depends on how you use a confirmation bias. But in our case, we want to use a confirmation bias for good. We're only looking for a certain thing, therefore all of our energy goes to that certain thing. Does that make sense, guys? And now we found an opportunity. Now, will this opportunity happen? Who knows? We missed the double top because we're late and we're talking about some other stuff, obviously. But we have a secondary strategy to take advantage of this. This is why we have the 2618 trading strategy. Obviously, it's a more conservative way to enter a trade, but it's also a second chance. If I missed the double top, well, the trade's not over. I just don't have to break my computer and go in the corner and cry about missing a trading opportunity. I have another chance. So I go to my chart. I say, man, it stinks I missed this double top. Couldn't get the entry. The initial entry would have been up here. Right? I missed that opportunity, but there's another way. And that other way is using a 2618 strategy, or just a simple, or a trend continuation strategy. It's basically the same thing. We went over this yesterday in our private strategy lab about why I don't trade the 2618 as a strategy. It's essentially the same thing as a trend continuation trade. But we have a second chance. You guys follow me? Give me a yes if you do. Give me a no if you don't. Now, real quick, because I like this topic, I say this whole energy thing goes on with life as well. And I was, again, I spoke to a trader this morning who was, again, good dude, but one of those guys that wants everything for free. One of those guys that constantly has an excuse on why he can't do something. We all know people like that. I can't do it because of this. Well, I can't do it because of that, right? Unless it's handed to him on a platter, right? He's going to have an excuse about it. And that's a lot of people in life. That's that whole comfort zone 80-20 thing or 90-10 thing. And when it comes to energy in general, right? People don't realize it takes energy to create excuses. Even if you're someone that, if you're supposed to be doing something, a chore that your wife told you to do, and you decide to sit on the couch all day and watch football, right? Derby day the other day, right? It still takes energy to do that. It takes energy not to do something because you're wasting energy justifying and making excuses on why you're not doing something. And the choice is ours on what we want to do with our energy. And for people that make excuses, if you only took the energy that you use to create those excuses and used it to find solutions, you'd probably be in a much better place. That's how I've always felt that way in life. Use your energy for good. All right, so we'll keep an eye on the pound yen here in the 5 minute. I'm actually watching this closer on the range bar chart here. You guys know me. I love my range bar charts, right? We did dip into an oversold condition. I don't know why my arrows aren't printing. There should be a nice sexy green arrow telling me, hey, Kill, we just went oversold. But I don't know why that's not there. Maybe if I did this, boom. Perfect. So here's our double top. This is a 5 range bar chart. If you have questions about range bars, just let me know. I'll answer them for you. But it's just a different type of chart. Technically not a double top here. Well, technically yes. These things are a little bit weird because they open, each candle is a gap. But anyway, looking for the same type of concept. So looking for a move down here. Our RSI did go oversold, which is what I like to see. I want to see a retracement back up into previous structure. And I don't really care about the 618. Again, I'm not a 2618 trader. I don't really, there's nothing against it. I've already traded that way before we started using and teaching the 2618. But I'm looking for price action. If we can come back up, retrace, give ourselves an overbought condition. So do that RSI swap from oversold to overbought. I'm looking for a short opportunity and a chance to trade it down. I think this is a very good low risk opportunity here, especially from what we saw on the higher time frame. So the big question is, are we going to get that move or not? Because I'll tell you what, if we come down to here, this is where I'll be looking for my initial targets. If we come down to here, I'm no longer interested. So now it's one of those things where it's, hey, I know what I want. I know what I'm waiting for. Is the market going to give me a secondary chance to get involved, or was the first chance it? And we all know in the markets, right? Good opportunities don't last, right? Good trades don't last. So, hey, we may be out of luck. But what's important is that we don't chase the trade. You don't get frustrated over potentially missing it. You don't try to enter right now because you're predicting that price action is going to go down to that level. We don't want to do anything stupid, because right now we're at a point where, at least I'm at a point, I don't know what you guys are doing. I'm at a point where I don't have any exposure in the market, right? I have no positions in this trade, right? Can I lose money? No. If I enter a trade late and I try to chase it, can I then lose money? Yes. And I don't know if you guys saw the post I put up this morning, right? I put it on my Facebook and Twitter and all over social media. The elements of good trading are: 1, cutting losses; 2, cutting losses; 3, cutting losses. If you can follow these 3 rules, you may have a chance. And I've always told you this in a different way. The number 1 rule of trading: conservation of capital. Don't stupidly blow money. It's okay to lose on a good trade. That happens and will always happen. But don't recklessly throw money away. So we want to be very patient. Don't let our emotions get the best of us. We're putting in a falling wedge right now, so we should see some relief. Right? Falling wedge with some RSI divergence here, so we should see some relief. But let the trade come to you. Review your plan. Know exactly what you're looking for. If this, then that. If this, then that. If price action fulfills that plan, you take the trade. If price action does not fulfill that plan, you sit on your hands and you stay out. Understood?